I was watching a show on my TV, uh, on YouTube, about the famous painter Vermeer. Well, actually, I wasn't watching it. It was just in the background while I was doing something else. But I glanced over and I saw they were featuring one of his famous paintings, a woman with scales. And it looks like a pregnant woman with scales. Well, that's a very nice picture. But I noticed the background painting. I says, wait a minute. Just in an instant, I said to myself, that's El Greco. That's a painting influenced by El Greco. So then I went online and I tried to look up some material on Vermeer and El Greco, or Vermeer influenced by El Greco. I could find nothing. So I am now adding to Vermeer scholarship by showing the influence of El Greco on Vermeer. In first place, in timeline, it's possible because El Greco lived, well, I don't know, 50, 100 years before Vermeer. So it is entirely possible. But I want to show you the connection between Vermeer and El Greco. And I believe that Vermeer appreciated the work of El Greco. As all artists do, they have other artists that they truly admire. This is the painting of Vermeer's The Woman with Scales. And I said she's pregnant, she looks pregnant, and there are the scales. But what I want to talk about is this painting in the background. And I said to myself, this looks like El Greco. Well, I got closer, and you see this elongated figure right here with outstretched hands, naked figure. That's an El Greco type of figure. Now let me go over that. Here's a naked figure, arms in different position, but look at the outstretched body. That is the typical way that El Greco painted. Slim and outstretched, elongated bodies. Now here's one of those bodies closed with his hands in the air. Now let me go back. See here the outstretched hands? Vermeer did not copy El Greco. He took elements of each part of El Greco's paintings and put it in his own combination. He did not want to literally copy what El Greco painted. Now you have this scene at the top, which is, I would suppose, Christ with outstretched arms. Now we'll go back in another El Greco painting. There's the outstretched arms again. But here is looks like the Madonna with outstretched arms. In the same way, except he's not taking the Madonna, he's taking Christ and putting it in his picture. And there again is El Greco with the outstretched arms and the elongated body. And go back to Vermeer with the outstretched arms. So in my opinion, El Greco not only had an influence on Vermeer, but Vermeer liked him and appreciated him and revered El Greco so much that he put a styled type of painting in the background of one of his great paintings. This is the relationship of Vermeer to the artist El Greco.